Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings, import your team builder created teams, and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each. And now you'll choose where. Here, you'll choose to create a coaching. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And we're all geared up. The anticipation running high. The ball is on the tee, and soon we'll put toe to leather on this season. And the returner will be brought down. The Royals will have some work to do after that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Royals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the air, it's Beebe. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Strickland. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 16-yard line.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's right on target. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field.
Nothing but green ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. At the 20, he's got space. He's now up to 64 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Royals moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Royals! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged on the outside, it's Williamson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Young. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
When you're in trust territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's Coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going for 6. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Lawrence are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Back to throw. It's Beebe. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
1st down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Offense in a bunch formation. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
And the Royals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Now he's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the... Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Royals!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Strickland. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Gets it away. Solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. He makes the connection.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Central Michigan is going to walk off the field there in Mount Pleasant with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And wings it incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
He'll throw on third down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. This offense has a second down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smallwood. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Coming after it. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Royals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down. And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.